Hi guys, Dave's Mobile RV Repair coming at you from Shippensburg. I know it's been a while. Been crazy busy winterizing, then got hit with the COVID, and that pretty much kicked my butt for a while. But I wanted to talk to you about, I know I've brought this up before about kind of doing your homework when it comes to, getting, if you receive an estimate for a job or whatever, just keeping in mind that you just don't run with the first estimate or first price or whatever it is, so that you don't get taken advantage of. Winterizing. I had a call come in a couple of days ago, and a gentleman asked me what type of antifreeze I use for winterizing. He was looking for a certain brand. I just use very basic antifreeze, nothing fancy. And he had said that he was told by someone else that if he used cheap antifreeze, it was going to ruin his pump. He said he had just had to replace his pump for the second time, his water pump, and it was $180 for the pump. And when someone starts talking to me over the phone about those types of things, I mean, there's a lot of things that I can't comment on. I have to, you have to be professional about what you do. But the first flag that came up for me was someone charged him $180 for a 12-volt water pump. And I know that there's different styles out there, so I can't, comment exactly on what he may have purchased. But most of the time you're going to run into a pump that resembles this. This is the most common SureFlow 12-volt water pump you're going to see in your RV. If someone is charging you $180 for a pump like this, that's too much money. Bottom line, you're getting taken advantage of. These things do not sell for, should not sell for $180. And the second thing was that he said that the gentleman told him that his pumps keep being ruined by using the cheap antifreeze for winterizing his RV. Something else I got a problem with. I know that I mean, quality matters in a lot of things, and sometimes you do have to pay a lot more to get something of good quality. Antifreeze, I have been using the same inexpensive antifreeze even before I started doing this as my own business. Nothing expensive. It's $3 or $4 a gallon. It used to be even less than that. And I've never had it ruin a water pump. The one thing that the gentleman did say over the phone was that he never uses his water pump, so why is it going bad all the time? Well, that kind of answered his question, even though I didn't get into a big discussion. But if your water pump just sits in your RV, you're always going camping, you're connected to city water, and it's not being used, they will kind of go bad because they'll lose prime, the heads might dry out in them, whatever, and then when you do try it, it won't pick up the water. You may have to force liquid into it to kind of prime it to get it going again. Honestly, any type of small leak on the intake side of it, if it's sucking air, just from loose plumbing, whatever, it's not going to pick up and flow like it should. There's a lot of reasons that someone could think that their pump is bad, and it may not be bad. But getting back to my point, I've never had antifreeze hurt a pump. This is the pump I use for winterizing. I connect to your city water connection. I pump it directly in. It's pulling right out of a larger container of antifreeze that I have. And in over 5 years, I would say, 5-6 years of doing this is the second pump. The first one actually just died on me a couple of weeks ago because I had handled it so much that the wire broke off coming directly out of the motor, and I couldn't repair it. Still a good pump, but I had to throw it away because I couldn't repair the wiring on it. So this is good old number 2. But I mean, I got almost almost 5 years out of that other pump, and that's all I ever used it for, was winterizing. And then it would sit here, and then the next season I would winterize, and then it would just sit here. This one, same way, started using it, perfectly fine. It just gets to me once in a while, and I feel like I have to get some of this stuff off my chest. I know it sounds like I'm just sitting here complaining, but at the same time, I don't want you as a consumer taken advantage of. I don't want you paying, a huge amount of money for something that's just not supposed to be priced that high. It's one of the reasons that I started doing this, is because I would see folks getting overcharged or things diagnosed incorrectly or whatever. So that's my 10 cents on water pumps. If you do have a water pump that resembles this SureFlow, somebody wants to charge you $180 for it, shop around. Do your homework. They're good pumps. They're not that expensive. They're not cheap, but they're not that expensive. And make sure you're spending your money wisely. So that's it for today. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.